Hello everybody, my name is Kayla Olson and I am a graduate student in library sciences here at UNC. I'm also the one who put together this LibGuide for you, this course guide for the class on the archaeology of Egypt. I just wanted to introduce myself, give you my contact information, and also run through this guide and what resources there are available on it for you. So let's get to the guide first. So say you do not have the link to the guide, say you lose it, and you still need to get here anyway. So you're going to want to go to the UNC Library website, which is library.unc.edu. And then once you are here, you're going to see the general search engine here for the catalog, but you're going to want to go up to where it says support and guides. Once that's support and guides, you want to click on research guides. And then once that loads, you want to go and find the course guides. So for courses here, and then these course research guides. So you click that. And then you'll see a long list of different subjects for different types of classes. So you can either go to ARTH for art history, or you can go to CLAR for classical archaeology, because this is a cross-listed course. So say you go to CLAR and you click that, you'll be able to find the course guide here for this Maymester course. So now that we're back here, let's talk about some of the things that are in this guide. First of all, you'll see on the right-hand side is my contact information. I am very, very happy to help you. Do not feel inhibited. Definitely reach out to me if you need any help either finding new resources, finding materials, or developing research questions. All of these things I can consult with you about, and I'm perfectly happy to do so. So if you'd like to reach out to me, there's an email me button, or there's a schedule appointment button. The schedule appointment button, if you click it, it will give you different options to click through and click a time. And after you've set up an appointment, you will get an email with more instructions. For now, of course, our meetings will be over Zoom. So let's talk about the guide itself. There is a home page, again, with just a link to the UNC Libraries page, a link for interlibrary loan. If you find an article anywhere in a database or in a bibliographic index, and we do not have it to the UNC Libraries, we can still try and get it for you. So you will want to go to interlibrary loan to send in a request so that our staff can search around and see if they can find a scan of the article for you and send it to you. So that's the home page. There's also a general information tab. This will have different encyclopedias and handbooks and companions which center around ancient Egypt and which can give you a lot of good background information. And then, so I would heavily recommend the UCLA Encyclopedia of Egyptology or the Oxford Handbooks online. For Oxford Handbooks, you're going to need to make sure to go through this link so that you can be entered through the UNC portal so that you'll have full access to everything. Companion guides are also very helpful. They're set up where a lot of scholars have put together articles on specific subjects having to do with ancient Egypt. So they're very broad subjects. So they may be something like family or religion or something like that in ancient Egypt. So that's a good starting point as well if you need a little bit of something extra after looking at the the UCLA Encyclopedia or the Oxford Handbooks. On the left-hand side, you'll also find databases where you can search for journal articles if you need them. Art and Architecture Source is a great database for this. There's also the usual, there's JSTOR, there's Project Muse, Arts and Humanities Citation Index, and then there's ArtStore. ArtStore is good for if you're looking for images specifically. that have been uploaded from museums and universities across the world. So that is another option. ArtStore may not have nearly as much information about the about ancient objects, things as ancient as Egypt. So you can look there, but I cannot guarantee that you will find exactly what you need for an object presentation. So instead, a better place to go to find an object would be to look at online museum collections. So there's a tab here for that and for some information on different excavations and monuments in ancient Egypt. So we have a list of museum collections, all of which have their collections online, which means that you can browse the objects on the internet. And they all are kind of set up pretty similarly. So say we click on the Met Museum of Art collection online. Most of these will be set up in a way where you'll have a general search box of some sort. And say you just type in Egyptian. You're going to end up having different filtering options, because otherwise if you just type in Egyptian, you're going to get 13,000 results, which makes for a very fun afternoon. So instead you're going to want to filter it. You can filter by object type or material. You can filter by geographic location, which in the case of the Met will give you a lot of different options. You can also search by date or era, which can be very helpful if you're looking for only a specific part of ancient Egypt, whether it be, the Middle Kingdom or what have you. Or you can go by department. Now, when going by department, this can be really helpful because then you might find that there is an entire Egyptian art department. The British Museum also has this option as well, where there's an Egyptian art department. That again kind of narrows the search a little bit. Still, there's 11,000 options here, so you are going to need to narrow it down a little further to find an object that you're happy with. So these are just a small list of museums that you can browse through. And then there's also a tab here for video resources, where you're going to find one documentary from Nova, which may be listed in your syllabus as well. And then you'll find a list of other videos having to do with mummification or with new technologies. So mapping, 3D mapping, photogrammetry, perhaps reconstructing a mummy or reconstructing a person, or even reconstructing color using light projections onto a temple. So that's the video resources tab. And then lastly, there's a tab for writing about art and archaeology. This is a small section that's meant to just give you a couple of extra tips when writing about art and archaeology. There's a UNC Writing Center that has a page on this, and it just gives a general overview of what art historians and archaeologists do when they look at an object, and how to kind of approach that for the first time. And then there's also a couple of citation guides in here for Chicago and for Harvard, if you should need them. So that is the entirety of the course guide. Hopefully it will be helpful for you. And again, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am very happy to discuss your projects with you, or if you need any further assistance with finding more research, doing research with more resources on ancient Egypt. So yeah, have a lovely day, and stay happy and stay healthy.